There is a very popular picture out on the internet now that is for sale in a lot of Christian circles, and it's a very good one. I bought one and put it in my office. It features a little lamb in the foreground of the picture, out in the woods somewhere, muddied up and dirtied. And in the background, you see this shepherd running towards the little lamb to pick it up. And that is a classic picture of all of our lives. Isaiah 53:6 says that all we like sheep have gone astray, and we have turned to our own way. We do it our way. We want to do things that feels good to us, and so we separate ourselves from the sheep to go do what we want to do. Jeremiah 50:6 says, we have all become lost sheep, and we all have. There's none of us that doesn't sin and walk away from Jesus. Well, it is very interesting because the story picks up in Matthew chapter 18, verses 12 through 14, and Jesus talks about this very thing, where he leaves the 99 to go after the one that is strayed. And you know what's interesting is we have the option to let him come and pick us up, or we can keep walking away. I have a little dog, and every time I bend over to pick her up, she just darts out a few more steps just because she's playing a game with me, or just because she doesn't want to be picked up at that moment. But she knows eventually I'm going to pick her up. Sometimes we just need to yield to the Lord when he comes after us. Sometimes we need to think before we walk out away from the herd. We have to think before we leave the direct oversight of Jesus Christ and we walk out into our own ways, which lead us nowhere but to sin. Well, it ends like this. There is more rejoicing in heaven over the one sheep that is lost and found and brought back than there is for the other 99. That doesn't discount the other 99. They're the ones that stayed where they should. That's honorable. That's what we're called to do. But when we get lost because we turn to our own way of thinking, we know that Jesus will come after us because he loves us so much. And in that, we can rejoice with all the angels in heaven because he will. Now, that doesn't give us a license to run out in the woods and get muddy. But if we do, we know that he loves us and he will be there. Don't run from him when he comes.